Yo, yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to Dawn My Spiritual Guidance. It's your girl Dawn, and we got a message for you. Okay, it's so funny. I grabbed the deck. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This is a channeled message. Okay, communication message, y'all. Message, some tea, some 411. Let's spill the beans. Okay. So, there's a spiritual pandemic going on. And guess what? It's about to manifest. It's already manifesting in the physical. It already has. Okay? Um yeah. So, let's talk about the origins of it. We won't get into specifics, but basically this virus, and let me be even more specific. There's a couple of viruses, okay, that started spiritually, and it's manifesting as like a cold, that a cold flu that you would get like in September, October, November, right? I mean, not saying that you can't get it in these months, right? Because it's still cold, if you in like the Midwest or something. But but also there's states that are typically warm all year round, and they getting chilly, or they getting weather they don't usually get. Okay. So I say that to say there's a couple of viruses going on here. Like I said, one of which is presenting itself as like a common cold, but a little bit more exacerbated. Okay. And this virus that I'm about to talk about here is called a spiritual STD. And it started spiritually in the astral realm. So let me first put out a disclaimer. Okay. No, I am not a medical doctor. I am a metaphysical practitioner, a certified spiritual life coach. Okay. And your favorite neighborhood shaman. Okay. And minister. So, and much more, but that's all I'm gonna say. So, with this virus, it started spiritually, and it started with the use of black magic. Okay. And what a lot of people don't know is when people are using black magic, you are summoning, calling on the kingdom of hell. Okay, now these are for those that believe in heaven, hell, and other realms. If you do not, I'm not going to tell you to not stick around, because there's always an opportunity to learn about things that you really don't know. Right. Side note, I grew up a Christian Catholic for over a couple decades. Okay. And after doing my own thorough research and not just going off of doctrines, I have decided to leave the religions. Okay. Some of my habits may resemble that of certain religions. Like, for example, Jehovah Witnesses don't celebrate holidays, right? And now neither do I. God, it's true. So I found out in my Akashic records, it's true. God really doesn't like holidays. Christmas, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, we talking about origins, right? So it's what's behind those. Okay. God also doesn't like us celebrating birthdays the way that we celebrate them. He would prefer it a different way because it's self-serving. And he okay with like memorials, ceremonies, right? If you achieved a certificate or something, hey, that, right? But birthdays, not the way that it's celebrated. But I'm just not to change you or your structure. This is just to throw it out there, okay? So I adhere to certain, things here or there that may rely on that to certain religions, but I'm not religious, okay? At least not anymore. So this virus started off spiritually with black magic, and there are certain implants, you know, that they like to utilize. When I say they, I'm talking about principalities, demons, evil spirits, right? Right. To where there's all different type of cursed energy implants, death magic implants, soul swapping type of implants, energy harvesting implants, implants, you know, that you can call them energy tags if you want to, where they spy on you. It's like a, think of like a tracking device, you know, that somebody may try to sneak and put on your car, or they may try to, you know, put on your phone or something like that. Well, there is a such thing as a spiritual tracking device. Okay, where if somebody knows how to see into the spirit, and they know how to you know, sneak and get into like people's Akashic records, or you know, or they know how to, you know, get to your astral body, or you know, baby, they will put that implant in there, okay, and keep tabs on you that way energetically. Okay, remember, everything that I'm talking about is spiritually, supernaturally. So if you are one of the ones that only believes in things that can be proven scientifically, then this is not for you. This message is not for you. It's for everybody. But then this is not for you, because this is not to change your mind. This is not to sway you. Okay, you're entitled to your own beliefs. Okay, so these are for those that, it's for, again, it's for everybody. It was really for those that's tapped in, because if you know, you know, and if you don't, you need to be unchained to the rhythm of society and get with the picture. Okay, so if you've been having dreams of like what seems like the end of the world, yeah, because look at the times. It's yeah. Okay, if you've been having dreams of eating parasites, or you know, just eating period, having sex, drinking, and you've been drinking, eating, and having sex, you need a clearing. Okay, ASAP. Because what's happening is that the dark side's baneful magic has evolved. Always know God is always evolving, okay? Okay. And there's a World War III going on, but like I said, it's going on spiritually. This is the worst it's ever been. I need you to hear me when I say this is the worst it's ever been. And it's manifesting here on this earth. And for the ones who only like to study, though, that only can be proven, right? Evidence-based practice that can only be proven scientifically. Well, let me tell you something. Supernaturally, that's metaphysics is science too. And it should be studied, right? Right. And well, people are not going to really know how to navigate this. And don't get me wrong, people really didn't know how to navigate the last pandemic that we had, right? Stay at home, stay 6 feet apart, wear a mask. What if I told you that that was just a preparation? That the worst has yet to come, and has really just gotten started. And what if I told you that a part of the next pandemic, which is really going to be a spiritual pandemic that manifested in the physical, is spiritual parasites, because they've already existed. But like I said, this is taking it up a notch, okay? I'm not talking about an incubus or a succubus, okay? No, I'm not talking about, though it will resemble that of such, okay? Where it's like you're constantly being spiritually raped or molested. You are, your brain is being attacked as well. Like all your structure codes, your DNA, all of that is being siphoned. Okay. Trying to think what else. Oh, it may cause like severe cramping for those that get cycles, right? It may also cause urinary incontinence for others. Okay, it may cause and I'm saying may because everybody may experience these symptoms, some may not. Okay, some people may experience like swelling of the body. Okay, um, more cravings, and outside your period, for those that get it. And I'm saying for those that get it because I'm being mindful of pronouns, okay? So, yeah. And brain fog, feels like you can barely remember things too. You're in constant arguments with like your family or people around you. Oh, and yeah, here's a little tea about how this can get spreaded. uh it's spreaded through psychic cords, energetic cords, etheric cords. So the best way that I can describe it to you is like this. You know how when people who get menstrual cycles are like around each other for a while, their cycles start to sync up and come at the same time? Okay, well, think about a cord that is like transparent. It's etheric, right? And so if you're constantly around your best friend or you constantly around certain people, y'all have some sort of etheric cord attachment, okay? And it spreads through those etheric cords attachments. And to be quite honest with you, this has been around this has been around longer than I've known. Okay, so it's already started. It's already begun. Okay, the problem is that it's impacted the population, the world, as we know it. Now, I'm also kind of getting like other realms. Okay, to the point where this is a part of the reason why you see people just on edge. Okay, yes, it's a mental health thing, but it's also an entity attachment thing, a parasitic thing, which, yeah, we can call them entity attachments too, but it's what they're doing. You see, the demons, they open up portals within you, and portals can open up in you in different type of ways, different emotional states, different foods, medications. Hey, even if you're a medical marijuana patient, I'm just being real with you. Listen, that can open up a portal because of the psychoactive. You drinking, okay? That opens up why you think liquor stores call spirits, okay? And there's other ways too, but that's just to name a few, okay? And they come in you, and then they start latching on these hooks, these implants, right? And these implants they do different things, right? Some is to implant negative thought forms. Yeah, so sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's an implant, okay? They will put some sort of death magic, right? That's an implant. How do I know? Because I've been getting Akashic record clearance not only for the past few years. God and I are also doing Akashic record clearings, and hey, he has to navigate me on where to go and what to remove now, right? So I'm sitting here looking at these implants that God is clearing, right? And I'm like, man, these people really wanted it out, huh? So here's what happened. When someone tries to put a hex or curse on somebody, that doesn't just impact that person. That impacts your whole family in the seen and unseen. And then guess what? You're around other people. You guys have, psychic cords. And listen, a lot of people don't know that people have put hexes and curses or jinxes and such on them. There's a lot of people that just don't know. They just think it's just life. And don't get me wrong. If you've been a tyrant, you've been a piece of shit to people, and this is aside from your regular flaws, then hey, you deserve it. But outside of that, then, okay? Now listen, this message is to be taken very seriously, because just because it's not you yet, it doesn't mean that it won't. Because if this is not one of the COVID, one person gets it, they can quarantine and that's it. No, one gets it, all gets it. Because it's a bloodline thing. Okay? Do you hear me? If you get it, that means your children are getting it. If your child get it, that means you're going to get it. And not because they came around you and coughed on you. I'm just trying to make this a distinction. This is not a cold. Though it's starting off as one because a cold weakens your aura. All right. And what do entities like to do? They like to penetrate your auric field so they can try to get in. Mind you, they do not have a vessel. So they try to attach themselves to those that do, preferably for them, someone who is has a lot of energy, preferably a chosen one, a high-ranking one, because that's where they can siphon that energy and fund whatever they're trying to do. Oh, and by the way, as a side note, if anybody's trying to energy harvest off of you, pray Psalms 91, pray Psalms 109. And then when it comes to like calling back your energy, you can call back your energy, and if you do decide to call back your energy, you can just say, I'll call all of my positive energy back to me. They can keep the shitty, okay? But 2, tell the Holy Spirit to take the energy that they stole only and to curse it. The energy that your ops already stole. They already stole it. God can replenish, okay? And if you want to call back your energy, call back the positive. Okay? But if you telling God to, so then don't call it back if you telling God to curse it. Because it's your energy and you can tell your energy what to do. Okay? So tell God, take the energy that my ops stole, that my enemy stole, whatever you want to call them little heifers and hoes. Curse the energy, and that way anything that they build off of it, whether that's a family, whether that's trying to get them a good health, whether that's a car, whether that's a house, it crumbles. It sure does. It won't work for them or the kingdom of hell. Okay? So just a side message. But yes, take care of yourselves, y'all. Okay? It's getting real out here. Remember what I said. If one gets sick, all get sick, because it's a bloodline thing. And this means that you need to get not only a clearing, but it's a certain type of clearing that you need to get Akashic record wise. Okay? Because it's a certain type of way the practitioner is going to have to do it. Okay? You're going to need to get several Reiki sessions to also maintain. Energetic medicine is going to be your friend. In addition to herbs, healing herbs, you praying over them, okay? You calling on God. Oh, and by the way, if you're not a believer in God, you will be. Because you're going to need God to get through it. And that's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's up to you and your prerogative. Why? Because you make your own decisions. Okay, guys? Now, if you have any other questions or concerns about this virus, feel free to message me. Okay? All right. So thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out, deuces.